So I have been working on, as you see, messed around with a little road on the outside, and then also this week I've been focusing mostly on the river, and getting the water to look nice. So as you see, the water is now nice. And then the main part of this week and last week is that I have focused on the river. So I'm gonna show you what I've done. And so as you can see, there is now tubes floating on the river, and they follow, as you can see, the path here. I'm gonna remove that real quick. They're floating on the river, going down. There's even a tube going through this slide. It should come out in a few moments, but uh, yeah, this is what I've done. It took me a little bit to figure out because first I wanted to have them just flow naturally down the rivers, but I couldn't figure out how to make the river flow. So that was a little wonky. But there should be a tube coming out this side pretty soon. It should be, yes, it should be flowing down this way around. There's a tube that was flowing on the slide, and then it just resets, goes right back to the top, creating a little loop, and then these tubes always go in a loop. And so now I'm gonna show you how I did all this. As you saw earlier, there was a bunch of paths all go around the river. You can see the one in the slide here, right through there, it goes all the way around. And so what I did was I created the path and then went into Microsoft Studio and wrote a small bit of code so that the tubes would follow the path. And so I applied the code to the inner tubes that I made in Blender, real simple. And I added that component to this, and then all I had to do next was take this path, as you can see it here, click on the tube, drag this path over into this little section right here, and now the tube follows the path. And so that's what I did. So this tube follows this tube follows this path, and so on for the rest of them. With that's how I created the paths for the tubes. So next I'm gonna work on making sure none of the paths collide with like any of the walls, or make sure tubes don't collide with each other. Then I have to add paths to the rest of the slides, like these slides, uh, this slide, these slides over here, and this slide. And then I'll probably also work on making the slides look a lot better because right now they look messed up. So I'll do that, then I'll do the paths, and that's what I have planned for.